families in it. Every school had school kids in it.
It's what I call scorched earth policy. So that means they drop bombs over where they want to rebuild, right? So they have real estate agents in Israel, and everyone is rubbing their hands together what they're going to do with their beachfront property on the bodies of Gaza, right? Is Trump going to build Trump Hotel on the bodies of Gaza while your tax dollars go towards a genocide? Oh, you're not supposed to call it a genocide, right? Because the psychopaths will be upset. Hey, you're not actually supposed to bomb school children. Who said that that was okay? A psychopath said that that was okay. Like Pete Hegseth, right? Donald Trump, your leaders are psychopaths, right? Sending Americans to die in an illegal war, not declared by Congress, right? So it is an illegal war. The five-star dad is here telling you that it was an illegal command to attack Iran, right? I didn't send the US military to attack Iran. Imposing command did. So that means DC, when compromised by a foreign government, attacked Iran for Israel, and that is called 2381 treason, aiding the enemy, right? So Trump and Hegseth are guilty of treason, right? What they're doing isn't benefiting Americans, right? If 1,000 Americans die, hey, they did it for the wrong reason. That wasn't even a real command. That was imposing command, pretending that they command the U.S. military, right? Does Pete Hegseth really command the U.S. military? Does Donald Trump really command the U.S. military? Hey, what if it puts Americans in danger? Right? That's why Lindsey Graham doesn't really command the U.S. military. He doesn't care about Americans, right? He cares about Israel. He's compromised, right? Like Trump with gerrymandering, like all of Congress and the Senate. Hey, you're not supposed to bribe them. That's treason, right? You're not supposed to blackmail the president. You're not supposed to intimidate the president with the golden pager as a gift. Then allow Donald Trump to send Americans to die for a foreign power. No, you're not. That is treason. Okay, Americans don't really want Trump to be their leader, do they? That's the awful truth that they're really hiding, right? He has to have a phony assassination to make you think that he's important today, right? But the majority wants the smartest to lead. That's me, right? Why am I the smartest? Of course, you're all calling me dumb. Hey, I am used to every American calling the world's smartest person dumb for 5 seconds of fame, right? Thousands of Americans have died for calling me dumb, right? You know, Americans weren't supposed to die in Vietnam, right? Call me dumb, right? Was D-Day even a good move? No, it wasn't. That was dumb. Okay, that's what the smart guy will tell you. Every time you send Americans overseas to the other side of the world, that's dumb. Some dumb guy did that, right? Americans aren't supposed to have bases all over the world. That's dumb. All those bases are vulnerable to attack, right? You're not supposed to be occupying other countries, America. Didn't you know? Right? Some tyrant has been commanding the US military, right? Israel has been micromanaging the US military. Israel took over Washington, D.C. What are you going to do about it, America? Oh, jack shit. We all know, right? Americans are cowards, right? Americans are not ethical. Americans are a pushover. Donald Trump can be bought, he can be bribed, he can be blackmailed, just like every American. Hey, you can be intimidated by a foreign power. Yes, you can, right? Look what happened to JFK, right? How long did he last? He said Israel couldn't have the atomic bomb. Poof, there went JFK. Now you allowed them to intimidate America for decades. Now you're allowing the psychopaths to use your tax dollars for genocide openly, brazenly, and everyone can see it. Okay? You're not going to be able to hide from this. Trump Hotel's going to stand out like a sore thumb, right? What's this really for? Hey, big oil might have actually blown up that Tesla truck in front of Trump Tower. Maybe big oil took over America too. Why are we going after Venezuela? Right? Why are we going after the Strait? Oh, for oil, right? So all those American memes where America takes over a country for oil. Hey, all those meme lords who are right, it's so very funny, right? Big oil is a terrorist. Look at the Deepwater Horizon, right? Halliburton will bomb the Deepwater Horizon and make an ecological terrorist event, oil spill through the Gulf. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, right? Halliburton will bomb the levee in Hurricane Katrina, and then they will have the rebuilding contracts to rebuild New Orleans after Katrina, right? They're involved in the rebuilding contracts, just like in Gaza, right? Just like in Malibu, right? Why did they burn Malibu? For beachfront property. Ho ho ho. So, kids, how do you really fight World War III? Well, you fight big oil by giving the public free energy. So that's what I've been doing. I've given it to you several times. You're just too dumb to notice in an idiocracy like the movie, right? What do? Well, I take command of every military for the first time in history. I end NATO. Right? NATO created polarity. Now we have a world army where I can stand up to America if it goes off the rails, if all of DC is compromised by a foreign government. Oh, yes, I can stand up to any country if I lead every military, including the U.S. military, of course. Right? So I can take America back. But it's a one nation continent today. So that makes it really confusing if the boomers are 12 years behind.